check. Okay, finally. Well, sorry for the inconvenience. Wait, my audio is way too high. We meant to start earlier, but I got a sudden software update, and because of that I had to fix it quickly, and I couldn't. So I tried to do it as fast as I can. We only missed 2 minutes of qualifying so far, which isn't a lot, so not a big problem. Oh, as Shaq has a five place group penalty already. I need to put on some details. Let's go. Someone on the lap. Robin is about to start a lap with his yeast first on the lap. Wait a minute. I need to put some things right. Okay. I think I'm good now. I don't have tests, unfortunately. I couldn't set it up in time, which is my fault. But everything else is correct, so we should be okay. Let's see. I need to do it on my own now. With the sector times, Yeast has backed off there, so I think Robin is the first one. And let's see if Verge, who had a very dominant display last time out in Hungary, if he can do the same, as Ross is the first to set a time, which I missed. But let's see what Robin can do into that new corner on this game. Was there in the 21 season, of course, but not on the game yet. Now it is. Oh, that's a bit of a moment. Oh, and he invalidated into that corner. I think Kun is the next one. He's purple, with a beautiful helmet, into the chicane, and that's a good line up to the line. What time can he set? It's gonna be 17.8, so that's 4 tenths quicker than Ross already, and that is a good time. Rodo is the next one to set a lap time. He's 18.2 as well. Then Yeast, who did a slow lap, and then I think it's Jimmy, who's back, and I'm really excited to see that because I thought he was very fast in Japan. I'm not sure if that's his fastest time. Now we got Verge is just starting his lap, I think, and Dragos is coming across the line, and he goes up into 4th. He made a team switch, I believe, or he's a reserve driver. I need to check the championship standings if possible, but it's quite busy on the track right now. Go around Potna, he goes 7th, when that's not a quick lap. Sprunky goes up into P8. They also had a slow lap as well. And then we got the only Ferrari car tonight, which is Eek. And Eek goes up into... Oh, he's starting his lap. I missed that. Shaq is on his out lap. And his Quinn on his in lap. Yep. So it might... Oh, Haas set a time. I didn't see that. That's a quick time. Now Yeast is going for it. In a lot of yellow flags. He's doing 2 laps, 1 extra out lap. The Mercedes way. As he goes up into P5 with 18.7. Let's see. It's that. No, it's Jimmy, and then Verge. What can Verge do? Verge goes quickest with a 17.4. That is a good lap. Can Rodo improve? I don't think so. Nope. Let's see down the grid. It is Dragos. You see him going in. He's going in. Go around port. Now he's going for it. And he will go up to P8. So a small improvement. What can Haas do? Haas won't improve. And then it's just check. Oh, as Eek spun, I think. So let's see. Shaq is. Wait. Shaq is already invalidated when just about starting his lap. How did he do that? Well, that is not helping him, man. Let's see, is Rodo going for it again? He's already been on this tire for 2 laps, so I'm assuming he's been pushing or did a cool lap in between, because he goes purple into the 2nd sector. Now he does have a slow Aston Martin up ahead. I hope he gets out of the way in time. And what can he do? He's already up into P3. Can he improve further? He does improve by just a tiny bit, but it is still P3 there. Let's see if someone else is going faster. I'm just following the Williams right now, and he's going in. And then it's Haas, who seems to be continuing on. So can Haas make a jump? He does. He goes up into P5 ahead of his teammate as well, and that's a big jump there. Now let's see, D-Mac is on an outlap, and the same for Robin. So he'll just follow D-Mac as he's the first one. He is a Rangers fan and I'm an Ajax fan, so you know I enjoyed that. I don't think he has particularly, so I needed to point that out before this. But maybe he can do better on track than the performance they did on the pitch. As he sets a purple in 6-1. Now I did some Sunday and Monday practices, and he was really quick in both sessions, I think. So let's see what he can do. What can we do into the second sector? It's purple again. So can he take 3 purples and go fastest? Or does he go on the front row between Verge and Quinn? And now out of the last corner, the wheras open, and he goes into P3. So he had 2 purples, but then I think he lost out on the last part there. Yes, Quinn is starting the lap again. I need to see if someone else on the lap. It's Robin is on the lap. Let's get this view out of the way. There he is. He hasn't set a lap time yet. Up to the line. He goes quickest with a 17.0. Out of nowhere. A bit out of nowhere for me. Let's see, Eek is on an outlap. The Alfa Romeos are on an outlap. Then the next one has to be Jimmy who's on a lap. But he's not going for it. Dan Ross, we haven't seen him much as he's still on an outlap as well. Then is D-Mac or Quinn, and I think D-Mac is on an in lap. So the next one to cross the line is Quinn. But Robin getting 17.0, that's really quick. Let's see, there's the Haas up ahead. Ooh, that's a bit annoying. But I don't think this is a big improvement as he's already at 1 minute and 15 seconds in this lap as he goes into the pit lane. And let's see if someone else, Yeast is on the lap as he goes purple, but I need to check on Eek as well as Eek is also crossing the line. Or is it Verge first? Nope, Verge is behind. What can Eek do? And then we switch to Yeast. Eek goes 10th fastest. Now Yeast up 5 tenths. He could get to the front row, maybe. No, he slots in P4. What can Verge do? Can he take pole? No, he can't. He is just not quick enough as Sprunky goes up at P3. A 17.0. Cosmo on an outlap. Haven't seen much of him today. And then Yoroda is on an outlap, so is it Shaq? Is Shaq the first to set a time? He hasn't set a time. He's back in the race car after missing Hungary last week and still on 0 points, so not a lot of points from the Mercedes guys so far in the season. As Shaq goes up into P5 just behind his teammate. And let's see if Haas, is it Haas? No, Haas just starts his lap. Alright, then Goran Botnar is improving by 4/10. And if he's improving 4/10, he could gain a position, maybe more. And he goes up into P10. Yep, so that's quite an improvement. 7.5 times there. The Dragos is going in. Is Eek? Oh, Eek is also slowing. And Yeast is slowing as well. Is Furt going for it? No, he might. No, I don't think he is. And let's see, then it is Cosmo with on a lap. The Furt's not quicker tonight, or not as convincingly. They are still both very quick, Roman and Verge. Cosmo goes up into P14 with a 19.0. Let's see what Rodo do. Rodo is improving, and he goes up into P5. Splits both Mercedes cars there. And let's see, Ross is on an outlap. He was the first to set a time, and he's now dropping back a bit. As I think that's Shaq, or is it not? Yeah. Shaq is on an in lap. Same for the Williams car. And I think Cosmo is on an in lap, but I will just follow him for a minute. Goedenavond, Colin. I see you learned a bit of Dutch there. So that's nice to see. And yeah, good luck Ferrari. Eek, the only one driving tonight, unfortunately. As by MGO. I thought what was Cosmo doing there? As by MGO had to quit, unfortunately, due to his work schedule changed, I think. And that means that the Ferrari boss, Richie, has moved up a spot to the championship division. So I think we will see him next week, and that is very exciting. Let's see if someone else is on the lap. It might be Rodo, but he seems slower. And then it's Quinn on the lap. He's still in P4 with a decent time. I think it's his only time he has set so far. So can he go quicker? That is what we need to see. Ross is also slow. And then we got him on an outlap. So we'll just follow Quinn for a minute. And see if he can improve. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Eek with the practice there, but you need to score consistent points, and I think we are both Ferrari drivers, so we know that we need to get those points and the consistent points in the All Gear Championship as well. So, Queen is up on his time by a 10th there almost. So that's a good improvement so far. And now into this corner. This is quite difficult actually to get right. You don't want to spin out on that new curb there. Oh, he does take the curb, but he doesn't spin out. Into the second sector. He's up 3/10 there in the purple. Could he get up into at least P3 and maybe even closer to the top 2? There he is onto... Let's go into the last corner. Can he take maybe the provisional pole position right now? He doesn't. He just goes up into P3, but what a lap. Puts him into P3 there, and a big improvement as well. Let's see, it's I think Yeast is on. No, it's who is that? Haas. Then it was Jimmy was on the lap, and he's improving. And we have some cheese for Quinn as well. Let's see what Jimmy can do. Jimmy goes up into P13, so he makes a small jump, but time-wise he makes a big jump. And then we got Yeast is still on an outlap, and then it's one of the Red Bull cars. They're both on an outlap. And then it is Williams on an outlap. And then it is both Alpines on an outlap. Sprunky is on the lap. And Sprunky isn't improving, and who else is on the lap? Quinn isn't improving. Let's see Haas. No, I haven't got that unfortunately, but if it is a wet race, I'm quite excited to see that actually. I mean, I had it last week. We had it last week in Hungary, and I had a terrible time. But yeah, I don't know how. Is it? I have no clue about that, so I might need to. I just need to see what will happen as Haas comes across the line. He's now in P11. He goes up into P9, and that's the gap is very close in the middle there. First on outlap. Jimmy is not going for it. I think Quinn. No. Oh, someone was around. It's D-Mac into the wall in turn 2. Watch out with the rejoin. No one is coming. Shek is on an outlap, and then Cosmo is on an outlap, so it might be Yeast. Yeast is up on a small improvement, and big news actually, as Laura, the driver second in the championship, isn't racing tonight. So this is the moment for Yeast to extend his championship lead. Oh, that's a small oversteer moment there. Now into the final corner, and he goes up into P5, so he makes a small jump as well. And that is Robin I'm quick looking at right now. And we got the flags is out, and can Robin improve? He does improve with 3/10, 16.7. Now I'm just following first right now, as he's the closest one to challenge for this pole position. And he was up on his time as well, but is it enough? He needs 4/10 to get that pole position from Robin, who's very quick tonight. Can he do it? Up to the line. This is his last lap. He just misses out by 2/10 there, as I think Robin takes that. Oh, Jesus, cutting some grass. Road is invalidated. Shaq. Can Shaq now still jump some places? He goes up into P5, almost right behind his teammate there, which is a good position. Now Rodo, can the Williams driver improve? He doesn't improve. Can Cosmo improve? Cosmo won't improve. So this is these are the final standings for tonight. We got Robin is in P1 with 16.7. Now that is quicker what I've done, so that's pretty quick, I think. And then Verge close behind, as he's still putting in those good performances, as he's raced 2 races in this championship and he has won both of them. But he's got the challenge tonight from Robin, as Quinn, the Mercedes driver, up into P3, and Sprunky splits both Mercedes in P4, just ahead of Shaq, who's in P5 on his comeback. He's been pretty good. Yeast, our championship leader, is in P6, and Rodo, the other Red Bull car, is in P7. Then we got Dragos, who is in P8, so good qualifying from the Alpines. The only Williams, Goran Potnar, is in P9. We got D-Mac. Oh, Shaq got a 5 place grid penalty, I think, so they will all move up a place. But on the qualifying position, D-Mac got P10, then we got Haas in P11, we got Ross is in P12. And he looked promising on the first lap with an 18.2, but doesn't seem to have improved a lot there. Jimmy is in P13, we got Eek in P14, Cosmo in P15, and Lewis in P16. That is the grid for tonight. And if that is true that we get a wet race, I need to... Very excited to see what happens. So Robin is in first. And here you have the final standings again, as we also see the 5 place grid drop from Shaq there. But look at the gap both Robin and Verge have to the other guys. Then Quinn is a bit in between those, but look at these gaps. These are really close behind each other. And then we got a small jump to Jimmy, Eek and Cosmo. But this is your standings. As we wait to see if we do have rain. We just have to wait for that. Yeah, we do have rain. That is nice. very exciting. That makes it way more challenging, and it mixes up the grid even more. And that is very nice to see. Now I don't know if it will dry up, so we need to just keep an eye on the conditions out on track. As we know from any formation lab, I forgot that, as we are 5 lights and we're already off, and Robin forgets. Oh, and Quinn hits the back of him. And that is a disaster. Oh, we got someone in the wall, and it is Lewis, I think, or Ross. But he totally forgot that we do not have information lab there. And let's see. There's Rodas up into P2 already. And both Mercedes cars dropping back a bit. I now got the position change on. This is not what I want. The Rodas up into the lead from P6 on the grid. And that is crazy. Let's see. I need to see the tires. So it's intermediate conditions. And it seems to be intermediate conditions for now. Let's see everyone else behind. I don't know if anyone has any wing damage there. But let's see if Quinn has any wing damage. I can't see from this POV. Oh, we got someone around. It is Robin and he's into the wall. Disaster for the pulse hitter, just as last time. And we got a safety car, I think. If I'm correct, I need to see the screens. I can't see it. It keeps telling me sector 1, sector 2, sector 3, which is really annoying. Or is the VSC? I can't really see it. Yeah, it's a VSC, alright. So let's see if Quinn has... Yeah, Quinn does have wing damage and that won't help. But he might want to make a stop during the VSC. As I'm assuming he's going in. Yeah, oh, but that's when the VSC is gone, so that will not help him. Oh, we got Jimmy around. So shout for the Red Bull. But Roto leads from Verge, from DMAC, as it's... Maybe it's easier to overtake now when it's wet. But I have no idea. Just need to wait for that one. A yellow... Oh, that's... Yeah, the safety car. Okay, right. Yeah, that... Well, my starts aren't the best either. I'm not very good at starts. So, I don't blame them. But yeah, it was very dangerous and unfortunate for Quinn there. Let's see if everyone gets to this sort of SS. Alright. Oh, Ross is also in there. Oh! Ooh, Drago's almost loose there. Yes, Quinn is now up into P... or down to P14. Oh, we got Robin is into the gravel. On cold tires. So you can see... Maybe you're quick in the dry, but then when it comes to wet conditions, it is all different. And we switch back to the front. Some gaps starting to form, but Shaq is also closing in. Well, as well as Eek, as Rodus is the fastest lap again. So he's pulling a bit of a gap. But we got a little train here from Eek. No DRS, of course. And that won't help with the overtaking, because it is already difficult to overtake on this track, and now without DRS it's even more difficult. But Verge is following, using a lot of ERS, but so does everyone else. Frankie seems to be saving more, same for Yeast. And Shaq is just following Goran Potnar here. And that is Eek. Behind Cosmo. Oh, Cosmo ran a bit wide into that corner there. Turn 5 behind. Let's see. I see some. Oh. Oh, that's a bit of fighting between Lewis and Haas there. And Eek as well. Eek is looking to overtake Cosmo, as he's losing a lot of time to Dragos in front, and Dragos is losing time to Shaq. Oh, Lewis, watch out for the curbs. I mean, the curbs are already deadly in the drive, and now in the west, you don't want to be on them. But let's see, Verge is... Oh, as I just said, what a save from Verge. I'll just switch to him there, but that's a good save, even in the wet. I mean, in the drive it's difficult to save, but in the wet, that's impressive there. Oh, Yeast is now close behind as well. Once Frankie does it go in up the inside. Oh, it's a collision. Bit of wheel banging. Oh, Ross DNF done to the straight. That's a weird place. And now we do have a safety car. So I wonder if he lost it or he got contact with Quim maybe, I'm not sure. But I think we do have a safety car now. Yep. So that's good for Quim. And for Robin, who can catch up again. And everyone else in the field closes in. No, you're not. You don't have a mandatory pit stop in the rain, so you could just stick it out. Unfortunately, I can't see the tire wear, so that's a bit irritating. But we just have to stick with it right now, as I think that will be better next week again. Because I would have, or will have fixed this. As the safety car waits to pick up. Oh, so equals really close behind Cosmo there. As no, who is that? Cosmo does go in. Oh, watch out for the wall on the inside there. Oh. Wait, as you should. But alright. Hey, oh yeah, Yeast was just ahead of Sprunk. There. When the safety car came out. But Sprunk is looking to re-overtake him under the safety car. That is not allowed. Yeah, now Cosmo even drops behind Quinn, so I'm not sure if that's the right choice, going from P9 to P14. And you still, I mean, you can try to take it to the end, but then you're almost as equal as everyone else around you. So, yeah. Maybe he had some wing damage I didn't see. That's possible, of course. But we just need to wait. I have a sleepy leg and it's really annoying. I can't move it. And I'm not sitting up. not sitting very comfortable, so I just need to wait for it to pass over. Yes, we got a safety car. Oh, maybe this is the right time to check the standings. This was what I wanted to say, but that's the safety car. Yeah, it continues another lap. So we will check the champ. Oh, no press room questions. That's what I wanted to check first. There we go, championship division standings. And then driver standings. So Yeast is leading 14 points over Laur. Laur is in here, and then he has a 35 point advantage to Ross, and Ross DNF'd as well. So Yeast, his closest competitor in the championship is Rodo, who's in P4 with 79 points. Yeast has 184. 48, sorry. So Rodo can jump up a bit. He can jump up ahead of Ross, as Eek is in P5 with 83 points and Verge is 82 points. So Verge could overtake Eek tonight. Then we got DMAC is in P7. Now ByMGO is in P8 and LSG is in P9. They're both not racing. Then we got Lewis in P10. Kellis is in P11, Multi P12, they are not racing. Then we got Chimmy in P13 and 16 points, Sky in P14 with 16 points, Sky is not racing. Then we got Quinn on 13 points. he is racing, so he can jump a bit in the standings. Sprunky is in P16 with only 10 points, so he can jump a bit. And now Lucis and James both not here, and Shaq and Robin both have 0 points, so they can get their first points of the season. Let's see if I can. I saw the safety car coming in, so I will just follow in P2 from Verge. As a quick look in the championship, McLaren only 6 points ahead of Aston Martin, but Aston Martin with 2 cars tonight. And I think McLaren has a reserve, so that Aston Martin might retake the lead. But the question is, what can Red Bull and Alpine do, and even Mercedes do in 10? Mercedes only 13 points, already 70 points behind the championship leaders. When does Rodo go? He goes now, and first pulls up into the pit lane. I'm not sure why. But Yeast follows as well. The same Sprocky, Gordon Putner, everyone is going in. And only a few guys continue on as Lewis continues on and he overtakes. What are they doing? Are they switching to the full wets then? Quinn continues. Yeah, they switch to the full wet. Cosmo continues. 6 cars continue. Everyone else goes to the full wet. Oh, as we see a little fight up ahead. With Lewis and Eek. And it looks like, yeah, it really became more wet then. So it is full wet conditions. And can Verge not jump ahead of Rodo because of this strategy? That's what we want to see, as Eek is holding up a lot of these cars behind. And Robin has also gone to the wets, but he made he had an advantage of only being, or the only Red Bull in pit lane, as Haas and Jimmy lost out there. I think same for Dragos. But let's see. Verge is closing really quickly on Cosmo there. And Lewis and Eek fighting. Lewis now finally past Eek. Squin is also close behind. But I'm assuming they all go in now. But look at how wet it is though. As they all go in, as Lewis continues and D-Mac continues as well. And clutch didn't work at the start. Oh, that's very unfortunate, Robin. Everyone else going in, but the question is, where does Verge end up compared to Rodo? Verge jumps Rodo, Yeast jumps Rodo, and Sprunky and Goran Putner is behind Rodo, so Rodo lost 3 positions there. And now everyone else continues on. Let's see, Cosmo. Quinn is ahead of Cosmo now then. And ahead of Eek. But he dropped down to P13, so he's behind all these cars. And now he's back up into P2 and Verge back in the lead. Interestingly, D-Mac and Lewis decide to stay out, so it might be a chance that it clears up soon and then they try to stick it out on the intermediates. I don't have the knowledge of that, unfortunately, but it looks really wet. I mean, we haven't had full conditions in Hungary, and I had a terrible time already. So they are closing in rapidly as well. And Cosmo went to another set of intermediates, so that's interesting. So he will lose out a lot then. And let's see, first as he's closing up right behind Lewis, and yeah, Lewis decides to go in, but D-Max tries to stick it out. 140.6 compared to 133.7, so that's 7 seconds a lap that they are gaining on the cars ahead. And that is a lot. There's Jimmy now, close behind Haas. And Lewis drops down behind all these cars then. So Oh, the strategy didn't work. Oh, Yeast is looking to overtake Verge here. Yeast is a championship leader, of course. Verge has won both races he participated in, so I think Yeast wants to show something as well, that he is able to beat him, or on track as well. They are already behind D-Mac then, and he will struggle. Oh, look at the traction difference. I think he already got past before the chicane. Oh, but this is not helping Verge then, as Yeast is closing in. Now old slipstream. Oh, D-Mac. Oh, Yeast has strong wind damage because of that. Oh no. Yeah, D-Mac doesn't need to let them pass, of course. He's still fighting for the lead. We got 3 wide. I need to see what's happening. Oh, through on the inside then. And now Verge up the inside. And he makes it stick. But yeah, he does have the wing damage there, because of the braking from Verge into that corner. And they lost a lot of time to Sprunky behind as well. But I think Yeast will go in, because that's quite significant wing damage there. What the hell is happening there? Why did I get a random song put on my Spotify? Oh, Dragon's retired. Oh, he lost it. And then we have another safety car. So this is the moment D-Mac waited for then, I think. And this is also a perfect opportunity for Yeast to change his wing, if he wants to. But if the weather clears up, the safety car helps, of course, because it will be sooner. Yeast goes into pit lane. Same for D-Mac, and that means that Sprunky now is up into P2. And Rodo is back up into P3. We got Goran Putner in P4, then Shaq will go to P5, and Robin is back into P6 after those pit stops. I do think Haas will be ahead, question mark, of both of his teammate as well. Yeah, and Jimmy will be ahead as well. Jimmy up into P8. Can Quinn jump both of them? He does just about. Now where does Lewis go? Lewis is behind the... Oh, wait, what happened there? What are they doing here? What has happened here? Goran Putner is losing a lot of places. And he's not even behind the safety car. What has happened there? Shaq lost 16 seconds, but he's up into P4 somehow. That was really weird. I have no clue what happened there. Is it bugged again? I didn't see yesterday, so I don't know what the bug does. I mean, I hope I don't have another bug, and I can't be... Oh! Let's watch out now. I'm just quietly looking at the times and everything. I don't think we have above though. I'm pretty sure we don't. So I will just take a time to rerun you over the championship standings in the constructors. So McLaren in P1 with 188, Aston Martin is in P2 with 182, then we got AlphaTauri with 161. They are scoring the best of points. We got Ferrari with 145, and they are doing alright. Then we got Haas in P5, they have 107 points, and then we got Red Bull in P6 with 97 points, so they could score a lot of points right now and jump maybe some positions. As Alpine is in P7 with 92 points, then we got a big gap down to P8, which is Alfa Romeo, and they have 26 points. And then we got Williams in P9 with 22, and then Mercedes only 13 points after the first 15, oh no, not 15, the first 5 rounds. I do have to say, oh yeah, the deltas have been stupid for most of the time. I mean, I had it last week as well. Just needed to stop on track. But as I was saying, safety car is in again. Wait, I forgot. I quickly listen back. Oh yeah, I don't know again. As I was saying, for Mercedes, Quinn missed 3 rounds, and Shaq I think has missed 2 or 3 rounds as well. So, but still a lot of DNFs on that side of the garage or that team. So they're looking pretty good tonight. When does Verge go? Or Verge, I should say. But waiting really late, and there he goes. Onto the power, a lot of cold tires. Hope everyone will survive. Oh, it's not. Robin is around, and he's into the wall. Let's see, big. Oh, we got 3 wide. Oh no, it looked just like 3 wide. With D-Max making up a lot of positions. That's Haas out off the track. Quinn is making a lot of positions, so we got a collision between Cosmo and Eek. And we got a lot of positions against Yeast goes past up into P8. And Quinn is around the outside then. Oh, D-Mac had a good restart there, up in P7 now. But Yeast is also looking for that place right now, around the outside. But he manages to overtake him there. He's up already, I think, 5 places. And let's see. Oh, Haas is also dropping down. Does he have wing damage? He does have wing damage. Robin doesn't, and Eek doesn't, but that's not helping them as Verge. Verge got already decent gap, sorry. And Rodo is looking behind. Shaq is also looking behind in P4. And now we got them fight for P5. As Yeast is already behind Chimney there for P6. And he needs to make up those positions to try and minimize the loss in the championship. As he already has a big lead, he can extend this lead to the second driver. And good evening, Mr. Sim. For Mercedes are looking alright tonight. And they could score a lot of points, as they haven't scored much points this season. But now Yeast up the inside, and he's passed for P6 there. And let's see. Yeah, Haas is in. Oh, that is Lewis round. And D-Mac is also collided. And now Cosmo is also in the wall. Oh, and that is Robin almost hit them. And we have another safety car. So it looked like both Chimmy and D-Mac spun around, as they both have time penalties, I think 5 seconds. And then because of rejoining the track, yeah, Lewis got caught into that incident. Now both AlphaTauri is out of the race, so they don't score any points, which is quite disappointing actually, because they were not that far off the of McLaren, who was leading the Constructors' Championship. But yeah, as Colin said in the beginning, for Eek, you need to be consistent and you score points, just if you survive as well. Yeah, Lewis has been unlucky twice, as Haas gets a drive-through penalty as well, so his race hasn't gone. You can't serve that during the safety car, of course. Yeah, -5 or +10. I have not. Oh, Haas gets another drive-through for speeding under the VSC. But everyone else is in. Do they switch to intermediate tires? Check continues on. He takes the risk. Yeast goes on and Quinn goes. Oh, what the hell? Jimmy crashing into the pit lane. Yeah, they switch back to intermediates, but Haas has, I think, has three drive-through penalties, so I don't know how he managed to do that. But yeah, I always look at the deltas. If I have -5, I try to stop on track if I have the gap behind, of course. And when I have +10, I just push a bit. But yeah, the deltas are, after the new update, the deltas are a bit, yeah, I can't say it, but they are really screwed, so it's not helping us at all. And now D-Mac is down to P12 there, but Jimmy crashed into the pit lane, which is very important. He was doing really well. So as we wait first now on the intermediate tire, same for Rolo. Everyone also went in, chose new wets. Which is interesting, because it might indicate that the intermediates aren't faster just yet. That's another safety car now, as Mercedes are looking pretty good so far. So you wait for the safety car, of course. Another boring period in the race. Oh, and now they all go in, the wet drivers. Interesting. Oh, Quinn needs to wait for Shaq there. Not ideal. Cosmo stays out on the wet. D-Mac stays out on the wet. Haas goes in. Oh, is he just sort of the penalty or something there? So, Sprunky out on the wets. Corin Potner out on the wets. Cosmo out on the wets. Eek out on the wets and D-Mac out on the wets. So it's half right now. And it is a bit different than what I expected. But let's just see what that will bring us, because it's very interesting. So just switch to the front. The safety car isn't going in currently, I think. Or I might be wrong. No, it still has the lights on. It could be a late call. I've seen that happen before. That was very annoying, because you expect the safety car to go another lap, but it doesn't. It just, yeah, it's just the C. There it goes. Really late. Why does it give me this camera? More follow on board from Oh, Yeast drops down. Yeast has a 5-second penalty for collision. Dima goes in while we are going again. And let's see, Shek is now on the intermediate tires. Can he already overtake into turn 1? Everyone else seems to warm the tires. Seems like everyone else is just continuing on. D-Mac is into the pit lane, but there goes Sprung. Oh, we got a yellow. It is Shek into the wall at turn 2. Very unfortunate there for the Mercedes car. And he's on the intermediate, so are the intermediates still struggling? We will have to see as Sprunky is closing in, of course. Third there. He's really close behind. It seems to have more traction as I'm watching on board there. A bit. Yeezus may come some positions behind as well. Oh! Almost lost it there. Oh no, he slowed down because we got another safety car and Robin is crashed. I missed that one. I was looking at the caps behind a bit. And I think he says Shek decided to turn too late into the pit lane. But we got another safety car. And some guys still continue on the wet tires. Yeast goes in to fix his 5 seconds, I think. Shek doesn't have any damage, so does D-Mac doesn't have any damage. So we just continue as this for safety car number 4. I still need 15 laps, and we're already almost an hour in. This is turning into a very long race, man. And it becomes rather annoying right now. But we just continue on to wait. To wait for the safety car. Another safety car. Really annoying safety car. Man, oh man, I'm tired of this safety cars. Yeah, poor me. I mean, the annoying thing is that we don't... Wait, who left the session? It's D-Mac has left the session. Oh, so he must have retired somewhere as well. I may have missed that, and I was watching him or reading the chat. And I have not... I mean, I can't see the championship chat from the drivers, and we do not have a press room, so I'm just waiting to see how to save. I do not have a co-commentator, so this is a bit on my own. And I don't think we've seen much racing laps, and with the wet it doesn't help because we don't see a lot of overtakes. So oh, Sprunk is going in, Goran is going in, and everyone else is going in on the wet tires. We only have 10 cars left though, but Eek, that means that, as Glenn said in the beginning, Eek does score decent points even if he finishes. And Mercedes, if they don't DNF, which I don't hope for Sinful, they score a lot of points as well. A lot of decent points. But yeah, I haven't said this yet. Another disaster for Robin there, as he's once again was on pole position with an incredible lap, but he doesn't manage to do it in the race where the points count. I mean, he gets a point for pole position though, so that you know what I mean. Oh, what does Cosmos went to the wets again, so I don't know if McLaren are doing the right strategy there, but they seem to have messed up a lot of times now. Can we please finally do the 10 or the remaining 14 laps or so? without a safety car, because I'm quite done with the safety cars now. Oh. And these safety cars, especially in the wet, they take so long. And I think it's going in this lap. Yeah, there we go, called it. And we wait for yet another restart. And I hope they all get through cleanly now. As we are watching from Rodo's POV. When does Virgo safety car still on track, now entering the pit lane, which means the track is free. The question is, when does Virgo? He's waiting, there he goes. Quinn is really looking already behind him, as we do have a deja vu from the Dutch Grand Prix, but then the other way around a bit. Oh, look how close everyone is behind here. We got almost 3 wide. There is Shaq up the inside, and Shaq is losing some positions to Sprunky there. Everyone else got through cleanly so far. Don't want to jinx anything. As Yeast is up into P5, he's past his teammate, he's up into P4 now. I don't think Shaq has any damage. Or it doesn't seem like any damage. I can't see bodywork, unfortunately. But Yeast is already looking around the outside of Quinn. He has amazing pace in this wet. And he's pushed a bit wide there. But he's still hanging on around the outside. That's a difficult place to overtake. But he does have to switch back, and he seems to be struggling. And he will get that position in no time, it seems like. As long as they don't make any collisions. Quinn is already losing a lot of time here to the car ahead. Up the inside from Yeast. Oh, Quinn, watch out. Yeast around the outside now. I hope it dries up, to be fair, because I want to see some racing, exciting racing with the mixed conditions. But Yeast already up into P3 from P6 on the safety car restart. The Mercedes are dropping down some positions. As Eek is looking behind. If someone is going in, it is Haas to serve his drive-through. But Ferg is gone. Oh, we got a yellow flag. It is Cosmo into the wall. Please do not bring out another safety car. Yes, alright. So Eek up into P8 now. And Shaq is up into P6. Sprunk in P5 there. But Yeast, not a bad result. I mean, if he gets the P2, he still minimizes the championship loss there. But yeah, Haas I think still has 2 drive-through penalties. Oh, he still has 1. Or it shows me 1, so I'm hoping for him that it is 1. But yeah, if we don't get another safety car, then it is a bit game over there for us. I think the maximum he could achieve then is P9 without artist mistakes, of course. But we never know. It is the wet and there's still quite some laps to go. But the gaps are beginning to form. Of course, the pace difference is is greater than when you or is bigger than when you have the dry race. But that's when your driving abilities come forward, and you can see the difference between the drivers in the wet, as Ferg already gets the purple sector or purple lap, but now Yeast gets the purple lap, so Yeast is flying there, and he's not that far off these leading 2. And with this pace, if he's the quickest on track, he could maybe get that win, and that would be very nice to see him get that win. Quinn is losing a lot of time to them. He can't keep up with the pace. We got a yellow flag. It is Cosmo. No. It's green again. So Shaq or Has another drive through. Oh, Cosmo retired in the pit lane. So another more points when you finish the race. Now let's switch to Yeast. Yeast was close behind Rodo. Rodo had some decent pace in the beginning, but Yeast seems to really be getting a lot of grip on these fresher intermediates. And maybe these are his conditions where he can challenge for the win. But now he needs to overtake a car, and that's quite difficult in the wet. Or in some way it's easier, because when in corners where you normally couldn't overtake in the dry because of the speed, now the speed is slower into the corner, so you could have a chance of overtaking. No DRS, both cars using ERS, and they seem to have the same straight line speed. Or now Yeast is still quite far behind that. I'll just follow him for a bit, as the cap's behind him. There's no one really fighting on track. He gets a slingshot into turn 3 up to turn 4. No, he doesn't get past. He does improve on his sector 1 time though, but he doesn't seem to improve on a position, as he's still in P3. Any mistake, you don't need to make a mistake, because it will cost you some decent points, but it can happen. It may seem like Fergus got a decent and easy lead, but it's difficult conditions in those wet, in the wet, so you never know if he could easily make a mistake, or easily. It can happen quicker than you normally get. You have to go wide a tiny bit more, and then you're off the track already, or you lose the problems with the traction. But Yeast now, he's losing the time to Verge, I will call him Verge now. So he can't keep up. Now can Shaq keep up with Sprunky? And Sprunky is losing a bit of time to Quinn, and Quinn is slowly gaining back time on Yeast ahead, as Corin Potner can't keep up with both of these cars, and Eek is just following him in P8. But these could be decent points for Mercedes, which only have 13 points right now, and they would jump, I think, both Alfa Romeo and Williams in the championship. But I think in P7 is Alpine, and they are like 80 points ahead of them, so they won't catch up that quickly. But they need to score points to gain the confidence. Shaq already had that race win in Abu Dhabi, of course, but he got disqualified and lost the 40 points and the race win. But he does have the pace, that is true, and he can show that. But on the wet it is a bit more difficult tonight. That he, even on small parts in the wet, when we are racing, he has showed some decent pace. Oh! That's what I mean, a mistake can easily happen. He closes the door on Shaq there. But that's a great save from Sprunky there to keep it on track and not lose a position. And now with the ERS as well. Oh, I need to follow Yeast as well. Yeast is not overtaking. Shaq is also not overtaking. I wonder how many guys have chosen a wet setup. And which drivers have chosen the a drier setup. Because if they've chosen a wet setup, like Vert or Robin or Quinn, then their times are really quick on those wet setup. Now Yeast, can Yeast finally overtake him? I want to see it, and because he then has time to close in on Vert. He's really close behind this time. Can he do it into the new corner? Oh, he's almost hit the back there. Almost run into the back of him. and that will not help him as he's losing out some time there. But maybe that is what Quinn needs, a small collision between the number 2 and number 3 drivers to get his podium in the championship division. Now more time and less laps for Yeast, and Yeast wants to minimize, if he can't catch Fergie, he wants to minimize the loss, and that is a P2. He still has around, what is it, 60 points or 70 points ahead of Ferg, but you don't want to drop like 11 or 12 points every race weekend, because we still have, I think it's 8 left after this one, so just want to keep the loss as small as possible and sometimes gain some positions or points. Let's see the fastest lap, if I can see the fastest lap, I'm not sure. Fastest lap is from Yeast, so Yeast does have the, oh yeah, that's true, Yeast does have that fastest lap, of course. And that will get him an extra point, as he's going purple now into the second sector. He's gaining a lot of time back. Can he go past this time around? He clearly has more pace than Rolo, but you need to overtake as well, and without the ERS that is not helping. Rolo does have way less ERS than Yeast, so Yeast could potentially push more with this ERS. And Yeast needs to save for the next lap, because he will have more. But Rolo isn't losing that much time to Ferg as well. He's really close behind now. But yeah, where do you overtake? Not into this small chicane, sort of. It seems to be drying up quickly, but yeah, it's still raining, so no dry tires, I'm assuming. Now again up the inside, give me a good view. He is past. Good move from Yeast there, very late braking, but he is past, and now he can look to maybe catch Ferg for this race win. It is still on, he definitely has the pace to catch him. But in the meantime we will follow Shaq, who's close behind Sprunky. Sprunky is still, yeah, they almost identical pace to Quinn, as these three are driving around the same pace, so they have been together for most of the time after the safety car. But I'm going to keep an eye out on Yeast. How quickly can he catch up? He still has 6 laps left, but you can see how difficult it is to overtake. You still need to overtake, as Ferg has a lot more ERS there. We got a yellow in sector 1, it is, oh, it's checking the wall. And that's what I mean with a mistake. It is so easily done, as Shaq gets that wing damage, and that will drop him down further 2 places than to P8. And that moves Goran Butner and Eek up some positions, but Shaq doesn't need to retire, because he needs those points. He still has 0 points in the championship, and he will most likely finish in P8 then, and that's still some decent points. Yeast now purple, 7/10 up on his time in sector 2. Does he improve his fastest lap already? And he's already 2 seconds behind Ferg now, as he's almost getting a second per lap. And with this speed, I'm not surprised if we see him win tonight. But you still need to get past, and that's the most difficult part. Oh, we lost Haas. Haas retired in the pit lane. Yeast fastest lap, 28.2. and Fergie at 29.0, so he's lost 8 tenths there. Yeah, Shaq goes in, so eke up into P7 then. Only 8 drivers remaining. And Ferg seems to be really struggling, or Yeast is just flying. As he's again another purple sector there. And we've got a yellow in sector 1, it is Haas's car. I think Haas is a reserve, right? Because normally who's driving in that, I don't know. Because I know Haas is a senior, so I just, yeah, you don't score points anyway, so. But we don't encourage drivers to pit. Why is his car still on track? We don't encourage drivers to retire in the pit lane. Let's see the comparison between the two lap times. As he now can really see. Oh, he can really see Ferg up ahead. Ferg, he does a 1:28.8 and Yeast goes 28.0. He's still 8 tenths quicker, but the laps are becoming less and less. But he clearly has an advantage. So can he overtake Goran Potnar and Eek almost close to each other after the safety car for all of the time, I think. And Eek can't seem to get past. But maybe Shaq can steal away that fastest lap. He is in clean air, he has fresher tires. But Yeast is flying. No DRS. So he needs to do it on pure pace. But we will get crazy final laps for this race win. Two of the great contenders, or maybe the favorites of the championship, fighting in the rain in Spain. He's still improving on his time. Now 6 tenths behind. The question is, where do you overtake? Ferg has more ERS, which he will definitely use out of the last corner. Yeah, there he goes. So does Yeast. Yeast does a 28.1. I couldn't see what Ferg did there. Ferg already defending, using a lot of his ERS. Now Sprunky behind Quinn. Can he overtake Quinn for P4? No, he slots in behind. Or does he go up the inside? He tries to go up the inside. Quinn leaves in the space. And Quinn takes the inside there. As he is still ahead of him. Now Yeast only 3 tenths behind. But after this lap, we only have 2 laps remaining. When can he overtake? And he doesn't need to be too aggressive, because he might spin out as well and then lose that important P2 points. Shaq sets the fastest lap just as I expected. Now Sprunky is really close behind Quinn now again. Yeah, beautifully different, and in the weather it's difficult to leave the space sometime because yeah, you got a lot of understeer, but very well done from both drivers there. That is what we want to see. Can Yeast now? He seemed to be really aggressive, but yeah, then you get the same we got with Rodo. You're stuck behind the driver, but they are getting quite equal on ERS now. But can he overtake now? He's really close behind. He's getting closer and closer and closer, but it's lap. He needs to do it on the last lap then. Will we see a last lap overtake? That's the question. Oh, he's very close now. He can smell that victory, and that could be very important because it's a point swing. Because it's either a 7-point loss to Ferg or a 7-point gain, a 14-point swing. In his, I think it's a. Oh, he's almost hit the back there. and that could be the breathing space Verk needs, as it loses him half a second. And let's see, Eek is also close behind. Keeping an eye on the delta times there, the top guys. I also want a bit of a battle behind for P6. And now we switch to the last lap. We got a yellow in sector 2. It is Sprunky, and he has wing damage, and that is unfortunate, and that will cost you some positions on the last lap, or he just needs to stick it out and try to see how he has quite a big gap to the car behind. But now Yeast 3/10 behind. Can he do it on this lap? He seems to be getting a lot on the straights. Is it enough? It is not enough so far. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. Defensive from Verk there into turn 1. Yeast still not passed. Different lines. Around the outside, Verk really defends that outside line. He touches him. Oh, he's almost lost it there. Oh, this is so close for the last lap. We got a battle for the win. And can he do it up the inside here? He's done it before. No, he's patiently waiting. I think he wants to wait for the back straight there. For the second straight. I wanted to say DRS straight, but we don't have DRS in the rain. It's been a crazy rain race so far. A lot of safety cars, but then at the end it's got very exciting. Now can Yeast get that slingshot exit he needs? Almost equal on ERS, but it seems like Verk can hold on. Or does Yeast have that little bit extra in those last final corners though? Do not touch each other, guys. Oh, he's looking for it up the inside. Oh, they touched, but they almost spun each other around. To the line. It's a bit of a wide line from Verk. Can Yeast close in? It is not enough, 1/10. And Verk holds on to the race win as Rodo finishes in P3 on the podium. Oh, and Goran Partner and Eek hit each other. And Eek lets him pass again, and that will help Sprunky. Quinn finishes a beautiful P4 and good points for Mercedes as well. And then we got Sprunky is coming home in P5, decent points for Alfa Romeo. Then Goran Partner in the Williams. He is the only Williams, and he scores 6th place for Williams, who also haven't scored a lot of points. So that will help them. Then Eek finishes in P7 for Ferrari, and then we got Shek finishing in P8, and he will get his first points of the season as well. But what a close ending. Almost got a collision on those final corners in the final chicane, and imagine what would happen there if they lost out on a win on the last lap. But yeah, we got the final results, and we are done with this race as well. Very long one, very long one, but there we go. We have the final results for you guys tonight. Again, another amazing race though. And it is an Alpine driver's 3rd win already of the season, only 6 races in, and he has only attended 3 races, so he has a perfect record of winning. So I think I'm a bit short on the interviews, as I'm in the private party with my own account, so I need to add you guys, and I don't have you on PlayStation, so it might take a lot of time, but because last time I was in the RPM party, so really sorry for that. But yeah, congratulations to the top 3, and Yeast on a beautiful race. Maybe I will ask again if I gotta go commentator for next race, I don't know. But yeah, well, great job. But look at the gaps, as Shek also picks up a point for fastest lap as well. And then I already told you the top 8 as Haas, Cosmo, DMAC, Robin, Jimmy, Lewis, Dragos and Ross. Unfortunately, DNF'd out of the race. So it started off a bit, well, could say boring with all those safety cars, but we got a great race at the end there. As we are waiting for it to finish. But yeah, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and we are back tomorrow for the final day of the week on racing. We are back in Premier Division in Spain. I will be driving myself again, as you know. If you want to see more of the championship, we will be back at the same time tomorrow, next week, on Wednesday again, with hopefully less problems on the commentators' point of view from my side. But yeah, congratulations again to the winners tonight, and I will see you all next week. Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight.